Open all year round to the public, Eagles Crest offers space for holiday parties and family get-togethers. And of course, daily specials, appetizers, and all your favorites, including Sunday brunch buffets. Come in for the view and delicious meals at Eagles Crest Grill.
Whether it's a golf course, your lawn, a pasture on your farm, cover crop, or even a food plot to help you get that big buck, Rivard's Turf and Forage of Grand Forks has developed, mixed, and packaged the premium specialized seed you need for almost every application.
Open all year round to the public, Eagles Crest offers space for holiday parties and family get-togethers. And of course, daily specials, appetizers, and all your favorites, including Sunday brunch buffets. Come in for the view and delicious meals at Eagles Crest Grill.
Whether it's a golf course, your lawn, a pasture on your farm, cover crop, or even a food plot to help you get that big buck, Rivard's Turf and Forage.
Metcalf was able to hold that, but they stayed with the puck back behind the net. Blue got it, took a chance out in front to Zeal with a tap in that will score. Parks out of the shotgun, takes the snap, stepping, looking, back shoulder fade to Mackey, and he catches it for a Red River touchdown.
It's time for the best in local sports coverage with KNOX Live Sports and News Radio 1310 KNOX.
Puck goes free to the high slot, picked up Lovejoy, wrister, and he scores. Reardon working right side, defended the entire way. A stop by Dookie. She looks into J.C. Reardon, the high-low is there.
The following is a presentation of KNOX Live Sports, presented by Rivard's Turf and Forage and Grand Trailer Sales.
Off to the right, down to the doorstep. Hoganson, a backhander, he scores. What a play for Griffin Hoganson.
Let's go live to tonight's presentation.
Well, good afternoon once again, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you to Thompson Baseball Field here in Thompson, North Dakota, as we get set for Legion baseball coverage tonight on the Rivard's Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network and KNOX Live Sports. Ryan Cunningham with you tonight. It is Haton-Northwood making the trip to Thompson tonight. This one will be inside the section this evening. Last time we were here, it was an extra inning affair between Thompson and Grafton, with Grafton rallying from a couple of deficits in that game to win by a final score of 6-4 in 8 innings. But that was outside of the section, and Thompson that night towards the back end of their pitching rotation after having played the 2 previous nights. The beginning of the week is usually a little different rotation than the end of the week, and here tonight Thompson and Haton-Northwood will come in playing their first games of the week, and so we should see a good pitching performance, a good matchup between 2 teams that are great rivals, and as well as inside the section, which means this one will be for some counters inside the section tonight, an opportunity to take a step towards a good seed inside the sectional tournament coming up at the end of the year. Tonight, Haton-Northwood will go to the hill with Sawyer Housen, who will bat in the bottom of the order tonight, and Thompson will send out Jeremy Tice to get the start this evening for post 181. This should be a good matchup between these two. We're looking forward to it. We're going to take a look at our starting lineups coming up here in just a couple of moments. Our abbreviated pregame report brought to you tonight by Signature Graphics and Apparel. It's your vision. Make it come to life at Signature Graphics and Apparel, and brought to you by True North Equipment, true to your values and ready to serve you with 10 locations all throughout the Red River Valley. It's Thompson and Haton-Northwood tonight. We get ready for what should be a fun one here in Thompson on the Rivard's Turf and Forage, Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, and KNOX Live Sports.
Whether it's a golf course, your lawn, a pasture on your farm, cover crop, or even a food plot to help you get that big buck, Rivard's Turf and Forage of Grand Forks has developed, mixed, and packaged the premium specialized seed you need for almost every application. Go to rivards.com.
Rivals on the ice, united in the stands, and everyone's geared up from Jarrell Sports Center and Hockey World. Hockey gear, fan apparel, Nodak Pride, we've got it all and more. Locally owned, 1004 South Washington Street. Shop local, shop Jarrell's.
Grand Trailer Sales in East Grand Forks is your go-to spot for enclosed utility, flatbed, and dump trailers in the Red River Valley. They have the biggest selection on hand of trailers with great pricing. If you're looking for parts, service, or simply to buy, GrandTrailersSales.com.
The way we live and work has changed, but our service and commitment remain. We're evolving to meet your insurance needs with answers where and when you need them most. Nodak Insurance Company.
Signature Graphics in East Grand Forks is your one-stop shop for all your branding and design needs. From embroidery, vinyl wrapping, laser print, and more, fully customized from start to finish, all in-house. Signature Graphics. We craft your vision. You watch it come to life.
When you're in pain, you need more than just a doctor. You need a problem solver. Count on All True Orthopedics and Sports Medicine and get back to what moves you.
It's hard to explain what this feels like. We could try to put it into words, but nothing compares to experiencing it for yourself. You just have to get in the seat.
Visit True North Equipment at any of our 10 locations or at www.truenorthequipment.com.
We welcome you back to our coverage of Legion Baseball on the Rivard's Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network. KNOX Live Sports tonight here in Thompson, where we get set for Haton-Northwood and Thompson in a sectional affair. Both these teams playing out of the 6-team section that includes Mayport CG, Hillsboro, the Northern Cass Sodbusters, and Fargo Oak Grove. And this one will count in the standings tonight and again at the beginning of the week. So pitching rotation should be in a good place, and that means that we should be ready for a great matchup here tonight between these two. Our pregame report brought to you by Signature Graphics and Apparel. It's your vision. Make it come to life at Signature Graphics and Apparel. And brought to you by True North Equipment, true to your values and ready to serve you with 10 locations throughout the Red River Valley. Let's take a look at our starting lineups for tonight's matchup. For Haton-Northwood, the visitors tonight, leading off will be second baseman Weston Inger. Batting second is the center fielder Keegan Schrader. Batting third, the shortstop Aiden Johnson, and Axel Johnson, the designated hitter, will clean up. Batting fifth is Alec Veer in left field. Batting sixth is Dylan Rethmeyer behind the plate. Batting seventh tonight will be Holden Halverson at third base. Batting eighth is Landon Veer in right field. And Sawyer Housen will do the pitching and bat ninth tonight for Haton-Northwood. And Drew Iverson is the man being hit for. He will play at first base tonight for Haton-Northwood. For Thompson this evening, leading off is the catcher Dex Advem. Batting second is the shortstop Tom Schumacher. Batting third, the pitcher Jeremy Tice. Caden Loyland cleans up in right field. Eli Gemmel will bat fifth at third base. Batting sixth is the designated hitter Cooper Larson. Batting seventh, Mac Michelson in left field. Batting eighth is Jacob Olson at second base. And Grady Hurst in center field will round out the Thompson batting alignment tonight. Eli Schumacher is playing at first base, and he's the man that will be hit for tonight by Cooper Larson. Taking a look defensively at these teams, defensively for Thompson, third to first and left to right. First of all, left to right in the outfield will be Mac Michelson, Grady Hurst, and Caden Loyland. Third to first on the infield, Eli Gemmel, Tom Schumacher, Jacob Olson, Eli Schumacher, Dex Advem behind the plate, Jeremy Tice on the bump. And for Haton-Northwood, left to right in the outfield, Alec Veer, Keegan Schrader, Landon Veer. Third to first on the infield, Holden Halverson, Aiden Johnson, Weston Inger, Drew Iverson. Behind the plate, Dylan Rethmeyer. Sawyer Housen is on the bump tonight for Haton-Northwood. And that's a look at our starting lineups that we have in the matchup. You can see Haton-Northwood finishing up their warm up across the diamond. We're getting ready for the start of this one tonight, so do stay with us. Here in Thompson, it's Legion Baseball tonight between Post 181 and Haton-Northwood this evening. This is our coverage of Legion Baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage, Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, and KNOX Live Sports.
Spray Advantage of Grand Forks carries everything you need for the chemical and fertilizer application on your farm. Pumps, tips, and tanks from 3 gallons all the way up to 10,000 gallons on hand. They can help with parts and accessories for the fertilizer and tillage equipment on your farm too. SprayAdvantage.com.
Apex Apparel is your quick turnaround apparel and promotional item shop in Grand Forks. If you're looking for direct-to-garment printing, embroidery work, or a huge selection of promotional items, come to Apex Apparel, your locally owned, family-run, quick turnaround apparel shop in Grand Forks.
The Ski and Bike Shop in Grand Forks. Gear up for ski season or hit the trails on a fat tire bike. At the Ski and Bike Shop, we offer top brands, ski and snowboard service, and everything you need for cold weather fun. The Ski and Bike Shop in Grand Forks, where your next adventure begins.
Rust, salt, and time are the biggest enemies for a fuel tank. Never fear, because Grand Forks Welding is here to take care of your enemies for you. We not only fix or patch your tanks, but we can custom fabricate any kind of replacement fuel tanks or service unit. Go to GrandForksWelding.com.
Your family deserves clean, filtered water. High Plains Water offers Millennium Drink Water System, which delivers great-tasting water and also eliminates harmful impurities. Professionally installed and maintained by High Plains Water of Grand Forks. See them at highplainswater.com.
Big Jim's Tire is the area's #1 farm and ag tire supplier, and with Harvest here, you want the best. Best tires, best service, and Big Jim's will get it done fast to get you moving again. Big Jim's Tire, Grand Forks.
Welcome back to our coverage of American Legion Baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage, Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, and KNOX Live Sports this evening from Thompson. As we get set for Thompson and Haton-Northwood to do battle here tonight in Thompson for a sectional matchup. Pre-game report continues, brought to you by Signature Graphics and Apparel and by True North Equipment. We'll get ready for our first pitch in a couple of moments as the umpires make their way towards home plate right now, and we'll get ready to go with that conversation between our coaches and the umpires. We'll get ready for more baseball coming up a week from tonight when the Grand Forks Royals will be at home for the second time this year. Now, we found out that their games on the 25th, which will be on Thursday, will actually be the home opener. At one point on their schedule, their home opener was going to be the 30th, and that was the night that we had planned to be out there, so we'll be there on the 30th when they're at home to take on Jamestown. And so you can join us for that coming up next week on Tuesday as our next scheduled broadcast for American Legion Baseball here on KNOX Live Sports. The officials gathering at the plate. We're getting ready with the coaches. We'll be back with more in just a couple of moments, so do stay with us. This is our coverage of American Legion Baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage, Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, and KNOX Live Sports.
Today, the PS stands for proper service for your home, farm, or business, which is what you'll get from the team at PS Garage Doors in Grand Forks. Whether you need a door fixed or just thinking about replacing what you already have, get your proper service at psgaragedoors.com.
Nothing feels or performs better than a properly fitted golf club. Whether it's irons, driver, or putter, call us today for your free club fitting. For over 30 years, the Golf Center in Grand Forks has been your club fitting leader.
Valley Truck in East Grand Forks is proud to support our local high school athletes. With over 400 years of combined experience, they keep our community moving on and off the field. Trusted repairs, quality parts, and support for the next generation.
Pro Ag in Grand Forks and Grafton carries the equipment and parts on hand to make your farming operation run smooth. They carry all major brands like Honeybee, Alloway, Amity, Artex, Hardy, Capello, Monosem, Pickett, Wilrich, and Black Ace. So whether you're trading in, buying, or just need parts, go to ProAgEquip.com to see everything Pro Ag has to offer.
We very much take a lot of pride in our work. Customer service has always been our number one.
We have the best materials. You're going to have the best people in the area to do the job.
If you can dream it up, we can make it happen.
Or head to gworkslf.com to get started.
From tears in your car, truck, boat, or farm equipment seats to making boat covers or complete restorations of the interior of your hot rod, Finest Auto Trim in Grand Forks can make the inside of your rides look brand new. Big or small, Finest Auto Trim can cover it all. To get a quote, go to finestautotrim.com.
It takes attention to detail. With your local Bryant dealer, you're getting someone who pays attention to the little things that make a big difference. And to keep your family cool this summer, it takes Bryant.
Connect with Thermal Air today, your Bryant certified dealer.
In Grand Forks, it's about more than just where you live. It's about the people you trust when life happens. At Logan Karski State Farm, we're proud to protect what matters most. I'm Logan Karski with State Farm, and we'd be honored to be your good neighbor.
When the lights go out, count on the pros. Bergstrom Electric in Grand Forks, the area's largest full-service electrical contractor. From commercial builds to homes, they're trusted for quality, safety, and award-winning work. Call today, 701-775-8897.
Welcome back to our coverage of American Legion Baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage, Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network. KNOX Live Sports tonight from Thompson, North Dakota, where we're set for post 181 from Thompson to take on Haton-Northwood in a sectional matchup here tonight inside Legion Baseball, coming towards the middle portion of June, moving in towards the end of it. And a lot of teams will end up taking some time off during the week of July 4th. So we get this week and next week, then kind of a week away. And when we come back, there's a couple of weeks left before it's time to go to sectional tournaments and ultimately the state tournament this year. This year's state tournament will be played in Lisbon, North Dakota. The state Class B American Legion Baseball tournament will go down into the Cheyenne River Valley. So Lisbon will have a host opportunity in that one and will be in the tournament. And they come from a pretty good section of Legion Baseball. A couple of teams last year that went to the state tournament down in that area, Lemoore and Linton Ashley Wishick, and both had some success in the state tournament last year. And we'll see a good competition for that second team to get out of that section coming up this year as Lisbon has an opportunity to host that tournament, and then we'll see what happens from there. Jeremy Tice is on the hill for Thompson, taking his warm-up tosses. And we're set to go, and second straight game where we're going to get underway a little early. We've got an efficient umpiring crew, efficient coaches, and I'll tell you what, an efficient grounds crew here in Thompson as well, because I had a chance to see the field earlier today after the deluge that came through this morning, and I'm surprised they made it playable. You can see at first base there's a pretty good spot down there where there's still some dampness in the dirt, but we're going to play anyway. Jeremy Tice kicks and fires, and a shot towards short. Tom Schumacher has it off the ground. Will throw across the diamond to get Weston Inger. And out number one is recorded as a ground out by the leadoff hitter. Weston Inger will be the first out of the game. We get underway at 4:55 officially here in Thompson tonight. Take a look at the weather conditions as Keegan Schrader will come to the plate now for Haton-Northwood. We do have humid conditions, not a lot of wind as Tice kicks and fires. Swing by Schrader and a miss. for strike one. 74 degrees right now, but yes, it's kind of feels like of 77. There's light rain in the area, threatening clouds to our west right now. The 0-1 to Schrader's down low for ball one. And so we might be dealing with a situation where we fight off some showers throughout the night that could kind of circle around us here. Tice kicks and fires the 1-1 to Schrader. That's off speed, and it's a strike on the outside corner. A ball and 2 strikes on Keegan Schrader, the center fielder for Haton-Northwood. Tice has what he's looking for, delivers 1-2. Another off-speed pitch got him looking, strike 3 on the outside corner. And Schrader is out number 2 as Jeremy Tice is enjoying a pretty good first inning, a ground ball out, and a strikeout. 2 away, nobody on for Haton-Northwood, and we'll see Aiden Johnson coming to the plate. And the first pitch to Johnson misses down low for ball 1. Johnson at shortstop tonight for Haton-Northwood. And the 1-0 pitch from Tice. That one called a strike, tried the knees twice, found it the second time around. Count levels up, 1 ball, 1 strike on Aiden Johnson. Tice will look in, the 1-1. Hit foul, hammered on a line, but towards the right and towards the Thompson dugout. And the count will go to a ball and 2 strikes on Aiden Johnson. Thompson trying to get out of the inning with nothing across for Haton-Northwood. The 1-2 pitch. Another slapper foul on a line again to the right. Right at one of the Thompson coaches off to the right-hand side. A little duck out of the way to keep things from being harmful over there. Aiden Johnson right on it. Another 1-2 pitch coming up from Jeremy Tice. Slapper towards second base. 2-hopper gloved by Jacob Olson. He'll underhand throw over to first base. Johnson will ground out to second. And that will retire Haton-Northwood in order. Nothing across in their half of the first. We'll go to the bottom of the first. Your score on the All-True scoreboard. Haton-Northwood nothing. Thompson coming to bat. This is our coverage of Legion Baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage, Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, and KNOX Live Sports.
Open all year round to the public, Eagles Crest offers space for holiday parties and family get-togethers. And of course, daily specials, appetizers, and all your favorites, including Sunday brunch buffets. Come in for the view and delicious meals at Eagles Crest Grill.
Whether it's a golf course, your lawn, a pasture on your farm, cover crop, or even a food plot to help you get that big buck, Rivards Turf and Forage of Grand Forks has developed, mixed, and packaged the premium specialized seed you need for almost every application. Go to rivards.com.
When you're in pain, you need more than just a doctor. You need a problem solver. Count on All True Orthopedics and Sports Medicine and get back to what moves you.
Welcome back to our coverage of American Legion Baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage, Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, and KNOX Live Sports. Nothing across for Haton-Northwood in the top of the first. We'll go to the bottom of 1. Dex Advem set to lead things off for post 181, and they'll face Sawyer Housen, who goes to the hill for Haton-Northwood, over the top pitcher as he warms up tonight. Thompson set to play at home again coming up tomorrow. They'll go on the road on Thursday and then come back again next week. And they've got 1 game in town on Tuesday next week. Then I think after that they'll take the 4th of July break from home games and come back the week after the 4th and get ready to go. Dex Advem, Tom Schumacher, Jeremy Tice will come to the plate for post 181 here in the bottom of the first inning. Sawyer Housen takes a look in, delivers. Off speed, missed outside for a ball. Advem, a lefty, back at the catcher's position. Started the last game against Grafton at third base. Tonight moving back to kind of his natural position of catcher. The 1-0 pitch. That one's up high and gets over the glove of Dylan Rethmeyer. And Advem is ahead in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. Housen steps back up on the slab and kicks and fires the 2-0. That one called a strike, nips the knees for strike 1 on Dex Advem. Count will go to 2 balls and a strike on the Thompson catcher. And from the windup, Housen delivers. Fastball down. 3-0 on Advem. Thompson really can bring some solid plate appearances at the top of their lineup. They've got quality hitters, 1 through 4. The 3-1 pitch hit high in the air on the infield, foul, near the Thompson dugout on the right side. Giving chase is Drew Iverson, and Iverson will make the catch over by the Thompson dugout. Dex Advem will pop out to the first baseman for out number 1. Here comes Tom Schumacher, the lone super senior for this post-181 crew. Terrific shortstop, and really one of those presences. He was a part of Thompson High School baseball for 4 years on the left side of their infield. Felt that absence throughout the course of the high school season this year. Pitch on the way to Schumacher. He'll take one away for a ball. The count is a ball and no strikes on the shortstop for Thompson. Schumacher steps in. Housen takes a look in for a sign. Slow windup, the 1-0 pitch, a strike. Housen's done a nice job of being able to find the bottom of that strike zone. Threw one down there to Advem. Found that one on Schumacher right at the bottom of the knees. Count, a ball and a strike. Housen delivers. This one off speed. Was that a knuckleball? That came out of his hand without a lot of rotation, and obviously an off-speed pitch, but you saw the seams coming out of his hand there, and it looked a little different. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 pitch. Fastball high for ball 3. The count will go to 3-1. Might have just got away from him, I guess. I don't know. You just don't see it come out of his hand quite like that very often. 3 balls and a strike. Housen takes a look in. The 3-1 pitch. Down low, ball 4. And Thompson has a base runner to work with in their half of the first inning. Housen will surrender his first walk of the night. And the pitcher, Jeremy Tice, will come to the plate for post 181. Tice, big, physical, and a lot of speed. This is a very dangerous number 3 hitter in the lineup for Thompson. Schumacher edges away from first base. Housen will throw out of the set. Sets just below the chin, and the pitch to Tice. He swings and fouls one back to the screen. Count, no balls and a strike. Bottom of the first inning, scoreless on the all-true scoreboard. Housen looks in, checks over at first base again. The 0-1 pitch, curveball slapped towards left field, and that's a base hit. A turn at second base by Schumacher, and the ball will come back into Aiden Johnson, the shortstop. Jeremy Tice with a single to left. 2 base runners aboard for Thompson. And Caden Loyland, who did a very nice job early against Grafton last week on Thursday, with 2 aboard, sent a hard ground ball into the right field corner that plated a pair of runs for a 3-bagger. Will come to the plate with a chance to do damage again in the first inning. And the pitch to him. He takes it high for a ball. It's a ball and no strikes on Caden Loyland. Schumacher away from second. Tice from first. A set by Housen, the 1-0. Lifted in the air, foul. That'll get back behind us. And the count will even up at a ball and a strike on on Caden Loyland. Plenty of speed on the base paths here as well for Thompson. A look back at second base by Housen. And a curveball gets Loyland swinging. Ball does squeak away, however, from catcher Dylan Rethmeyer, and that will move those runners up. Probably going to have to call that one a pass ball. That pitch was on the glove of catcher Rethmeyer. He just couldn't quite pull it in, but it was an off-speed pitch. It got Loyland out on his front foot. And the count is now a ball and 2 strikes on the right fielder for Thompson with 2 in scoring position. The 1-2 pitch, off speed, hit in the air deep to right field. Long run after it for Landon Veer. Watching, this one is gone for a 3-run home run. Lifted in the air to right field. From the look of the outfielders, they might have thought they had a play. We don't have a lot of wind here tonight, but Caden Loyland does send one up into the stream of air that we have, blowing out of the west and sends it beyond the right center field fence for a 3-run homer. And Thompson will take a 3-0 lead to start the game. Second straight game that we've seen Caden Loyland come up big from that left-hand side of the plate with a pair of runners on the base paths, and Eli Gemmel will come to the plate now for Thompson. And the pitch to him high. Count will go to a ball and no strikes. Well, big start here for Thompson in the bottom of the first inning. A walk, a single, and Loyland goes deep fly to make it a 3-0 lead for post 181. The 1-0 pitch to Gemmel's down low. That'll push the count to 2 balls and no strikes. And here comes the rain. Was a bit concerned about this when you saw some of the clouds behind us. Pitch to Gemmel, misses away for a ball. The rain is not exactly a light rain either. This is a steady rain at this point that's falling behind us. 3 balls, no strikes to Gemmel. The 3-0 pitch called a strike. And the count will go to 3-1. Not sure if there's any let up. There is sun behind us, so this doesn't look like it would be a long-standing rain shower. 3-1 pitch, Gemmel swings and misses. And the count will go to 3-2. And maybe just as soon as we said that, the rain shuts off. 3 balls, 2 strikes. There's a crack of thunder. 3-2 to Gemmel. Jammed. He lifts it foul near the plate. A look by Rethmeyer stepping back towards the third base line. He's got it. Gemmel will pop out to the catcher for out number 2. And with 2 away, Cooper Larson comes to the plate. Boy, that rain drove for a moment and then just quit. And earlier there were puddles after the big deluge this morning. Puddles all around the field. And Nate Solis, the head coach of Thompson, wasn't sure they were going to be able to play. Pitch misses high and a fastball to Larson for ball 1. Then you saw the clouds start to move in this afternoon, but now all of a sudden the sun is beginning to break out. Could be a topsy-turvy kind of day like that. The 1-0 pitch. That one down low again for a ball. The count goes to 2-0, and again, Sawyer Housen had kind of a funky delivery. Had his hand well behind the ball, seemed to have a couple of fingers elevated up on that, and throwing an interesting off-speed pitch. The 2-0 to Larson. That one called a strike. Fastball to the knees. The count's 2-1. Larson ready. Housen takes a look in. Has what he wants. The 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Fastball up. Larson went through it. Count 2 balls, 2 strikes. Housen trying to get out of the inning after the big 3-run home run by Caden Loyland put Thompson on the board. The 2-2 pitch, curveball, grounded foul past third. That'll keep the count even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Decent crowd that filled in rather quickly right around game time. And a handful of umbrellas up there. They were anticipating the worst. The 2-2 again, swing and a miss on high heat. Cooper Larson is down on strikes. First strikeout for Sawyer Housen, and that'll do it for Thompson. And they're half of the first inning. But 3 runs come across on 2 hits. The big 3-run home run by Caden Loyland was the mark. And that'll bring us to the end of 1. Your score after an inning of play on the All True scoreboard is Thompson 3, Haton-Northwood nothing. This is our coverage of Legion Baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage, Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, and KNOX Live Sports.
When you need the right part for your pickup, head to Northwood or call Mike's Custom Truck. Amanda will drop ship any part you need. Turbos, upgraded fuel pumps, Edge products, and more. Mike's Custom Truck, 587-6335.
Nelson Auto in Grand Forks is proud to sponsor area athletics. We know the value of a good team, and we'd like to invite you in to meet our team. See how our team takes care of you and your family. Nelson Auto at Grand Forks, home to Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
When you're in pain, you need more than just a doctor. You need a problem solver. Count on All True Orthopedics and Sports Medicine and get back to what moves you.
We go to the top of the second inning, and leading things off is Axel Johnson for Haton-Northwood. He'll take a strike from Jeremy Tice. Thompson leading 3-0 on the All True scoreboard after a 3-run home run by Caden Loyland in their half of the first inning. And a strike and a changeup to Johnson will bring the count to no balls, 2 strikes. Axel Johnson, the designated hitter for Haton-Northwood. The 0-2 pitch to him, called strike 3. A little bit of a break on that one at the end. Axel Johnson down on strikes, second strikeout for Jeremy Tice, and 4 men have been retired consecutively. To start the game for Haton-Northwood is Alec Veer. The left fielder will come to the plate. Tice takes a look in, the pitch to Veer. That's called a strike. Tice is just pummeling the strike zone right now. 4 straight strikes. The 0-1 pitch. That one called a strike. We've seen curveball, we've seen changeup, we've seen fastball from Jeremy Tice. He's got some command going right now. The 0-2 pitch, that one hit foul. Stays 0-2 on Alec Veer. Veer stands ready. And the 0-2 pitch just missed low. That was close. Now the sun breaking out, bright sunshine. Right after we had a solid driving rain for about maybe a minute's time. The 1-2 to Veer. Called, strike 3, got him on the knees. Third strikeout for Jeremy Tice today. And 5 consecutive outs for the Thompson hurler. As Dylan Rethmeyer will come to the plate for Haton-Northwood. Rethmeyer, the catcher. And the pitch on the way to him. Swing and a miss out in front. Count, no balls and a strike. Does Haton-Northwood still use the Honey Badger nickname? Do they? Okay. The 0-1 pitch grounded towards third. Deep in the hole at short. Off his back foot, Schumacher makes it look easy. Another highlight-style putout by Tom Schumacher hit in the well between third and short, and off his back foot from over towards third base, he throws across the diamond. And it's another 1-2-3 inning for Jeremy Tice and the Thompson defense. Nothing across. We played an inning and a half. Your score on the All-True scoreboard, Thompson 3, Haton-Northwood nothing. This is our coverage of Legion Baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage, Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, and KNOX Live Sports.
Open all year round to the public, Eagles Crest offers space for holiday parties and family get-togethers. And of course, daily specials, appetizers, and all your favorites, including Sunday brunch buffets. Come in for the view and delicious meals at Eagles Crest Grill.
Grand Trailer Sales in East Grand Forks is your go-to spot for enclosed utility, flatbed, and dump trailers in the Red River Valley. They have the biggest selection on hand of trailers with great pricing. If you're looking for parts, service, or simply to buy, GrandTrailersales.com.
Rivals on the ice, united in the stands, and everyone's geared up from Jarrell Sports Center and Hockey World. Hockey gear, fan apparel, Nodak Pride, we've got it all and more. Locally owned, 1004 South Washington Street. Shop local, shop Jarrell's.
Welcome back to our coverage of American Legion Baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage, Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, and KNOX Live Sports. Our changeovers brought to you by Big Jim's Tire, the #1 supplier of ag tires in the region. Big Jim's Tire, making sure that you stay rolling throughout the course of the year. If you've got something that breaks you down in the field when it comes down to tire work, they'll come to you to make sure that your equipment stays operational. Big Jim's Tire, #1 supplier of ag tires in the region. Thompson leading 3-0. If we go to the bottom of the second, it'll bring up the bottom third of the Thompson order. Mac Michelson, Jacob Olson, Grady Hurst. The wind has definitely changed. We had an east breeze as we got here to set up today, but now you take a look at the flag in center field and you can see that that's blowing out towards right. So a west wind that's going to help those lefties. Caden Loyland might have taken advantage of that when he hit a home run into the football bleachers across the field to put his team on top by a score of 3-0. And Mac Michelson, Jacob Olson, Grady Hurst set to come to the plate against Sawyer Housen, who works into his second inning for Haton-Northwood. So here comes Mac Michelson, left fielder. Michelson, good speed. Makes some good contact with the baseball. He's a tough put out. Thompson has 2 of their outfielders in the bottom third of their batting order. So right now their job is simply to make contact. Here's a swing and a foul by Michelson and put their speed in play. When you can bring your left fielder and your center fielder up in the bottom third, you've got a good chance to try to turn your lineup over, take advantage of a boot, a mishandle on the infield. A lot of things can go well. The 0-1 pitch, a breaking pitch that hits in the dirt well in front of the plate. That'll level the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. Michelson stands ready. Sawyer Housen looks over towards third momentarily. And now we'll kick and fire the 1-1 pitch. Fastball hit foul. Out in the parking lot. And dangerously near somebody's motorcycle that's backed into a parking spot out there. That's usually the shooting gallery right out in that part of the parking lot out towards Highway 15. A lot of benders make their way out there. A ball and 2 strikes. Housen looks in, the 1-2 pitch. Breaking pitch got him swinging. Michelson over the top of it. Second strikeout for Sawyer Housen this afternoon. And 1 out with nobody on in the Thompson second is Jacob Olson. The second baseman will come to the plate for Thompson. Taking a look off to the east right now, and you can see that rain shower that came through here has kind of put itself together and making its way down. There's a good downpour going on if it stops over you. Fastball misses high for ball 1 on Jacob Olson. 3-0 Thompson on the All-True scoreboard here in the bottom of the second. And the 1-0 pitch on the way to Olson. Slaps one towards center field, but on a line right at Keegan Schrader. He'll step to his left to make the catch for out number 2. Scoreboard updates are brought to you by All-True. Regular screenings with All-True's care team can detect illness before symptoms begin. Stay in the game of wellness. Schedule an appointment. Visit alltrue.org or call 780-5000. 2 outs. Bases empty for Thompson as Grady Hurst comes to the plate now for post 181. Housen kicks and fires. Swinging a foul on a fastball up. That'll end up out of play. And the count 0-1 on Grady Hurst. Housen for Haton-Northwood has retired 5 in a row since giving up the 3-run home run to Caden Loyland. The 0-1 pitch. That one misses low for a ball. Count will level up a ball and a strike. One and 1 the count. Hurst back up on the hill, takes a look in. Nods in the affirmative, delivers his 1-1 pitch. Hitting the ground foul past third. And the count, a ball and 2 strikes. Thompson turns the lineup around after Hurst. Dex Advem waiting over in the on-deck circle. Housen would like to keep him there. The 1-2 pitch hit on the ground towards second. Gloved by Weston Inger-Cleeley. He'll throw to first base for the out. Hurst will ground out to second base. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Haton-Northwood's defense. Thompson out, nothing across in the second. We'll play to the third after 2. Your score on the All-True scoreboard is Thompson 3, Haton-Northwood nothing. This is our coverage of Legion Baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage. Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network and KNOX Live Sports.
Open all year round to the public, Eagles Crest offers space for holiday parties and family get-togethers. And of course, daily specials, appetizers, and all your favorites, including Sunday brunch buffets. Come in for the view and delicious meals at Eagles Crest Grill.
Grand Trailer Sales in East Grand Forks is your go-to spot for enclosed utility, flatbed, and dump trailers in the Red River Valley. They have the biggest selection on hand of trailers with great pricing. If you're looking for parts, service, or simply to buy, GrandTrailersSales.com.
Rivals on the ice, united in the stands, and everyone's geared up from Jarrell Sports Center and Hockey World. Hockey gear, fan apparel, Nodak Pride, we've got it all and more. Locally owned, 1004 South Washington Street. Shop local, shop Jarrell's.
We'll go to the top of the third inning. 6 up, 6 down so far for Haton-Northwood as they come to the plate and again in the third to take on Jeremy Tice of Thompson. It'll be Holden Halverson, Landon Veer, and Sawyer Housen to face Tice, who in 2 innings of work has struck out 3, given up 3 ground ball outs, couple to short, 1 to second, and the last one, Dylan Rethmeyer. Tom Schumacher can do a lot of things for you, and he made that out as we see Holden Halverson come to the plate and take a fastball up for ball 1. Ball and no strikes on the Haton-Northwood third baseman. 1-0 pitch, hit on the ground, foul past third. Count levels up a ball and a strike. Tom Schumacher going deep in the hole between short and third, threw off his back foot, somehow got the ball across and has been doing that for a long time. The 1-1 pitch, breaking pitch, drops in for a strike. The count of ball and 2 strikes from Jeremy Tice to Holden Halverson. Tice has his sign, the 1-2 in the dirt. Just a lot of shortstops that would not be able to make plays on the ball that Dylan Rethmeyer hit back in the second inning, and that might be an extra runner, push the game along. 2-2 pitch, off speed, just missed inside. That actually got Halverson to buckle. Tice had him fooled, but missed on the spot, and the count's full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Tice delivers. Fastball, missed inside for ball 4, and Halverson will become the first base runner for Haton-Northwood this afternoon. Stops a streak of 6 outs in a row for Jeremy Tice to start the game. Landon Veer, the right fielder, will come to the plate now for Haton-Northwood. Tice checks the runner at first base. The pitch to Veer, swing and a miss. Tardy on a fastball. And the count's 0-1 on Landon Veer. Tice will set right out in front of the belt buckle. Looks towards first, the 0-1. Fastball caught the inside corner for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes on Landon Veer. Short lead by Halverson over at first base. And he's going. The 0-2 pitch swung on and missed strike 3. Pegged to second base. Would have been in time, but baseball not handled cleanly by Jacob Olson. And Halverson will end up swiping second base. So Veer a strikeout victim for out number 1. 4th strikeout of the game for Jeremy Tice. And Dex Advem nearly had a strike him out, throw him out double play. Olson couldn't quite find the ball into the glove. And Sawyer Howson will bat with a runner in scoring position. Howson stands in. Tice checks the runner at second. Pitch to Howson. Fastball for a strike at the belt. Nothing in 1 on Sawyer Howson. Tice takes a look back at second base. The 0-1 pitch. Down low. Count will level up 1 ball, 1 strike. 3-0 lead for Haton-Northwood. Here in the top of the 3rd inning, a 3-run home run by Caden Loyland. So far, the only thing on the scoreboard. The 1-1 pitch. That one misses away. Count to 2 balls and a strike. Tice takes a look in, shakes off 1 sign. Sets again out in front of the belt buckle. The 2-1 pitch. Breaking pitch caught him for a strike. Count will go to 2-2. Says a little something. You're down the count 2-1. You go back to your off-speed pitch and feel confident in it. Got it over the inner half. 2-2 pitch. Fastball ripped foul into the screen. Again on the Thompson side of the field. That is a dangerous place to be over there, the Thompson dugout. A couple of screamers hit that way back in the 1st inning. Another here. Another 2-2 pitch from Tice. Missed away, ball 3. Another 3-2 count here in the 3rd inning. Howson stands ready. Halverson away from second. 3-2 pitch. Missed away, ball 4. Walk number 2 of the inning and the game for Sawyer Howson. Or actually, rather, for Jeremy Tice. Howson draws 1. And now Haton-Northwood can go to work with their offense. Top of the order coming up. Weston Inger grounded out to shortstop his first time up. He'll bat here with 2 on, 1 out. In the top of the 3rd inning in a game that Haton-Northwood trails 3-0. Tice is set. And the pitch on the way to Inger. Called a strike. Down around the knees again on Weston Inger. No balls and a strike is set by Tice. Look back at second. The 0-1 pitch in the dirt. Tice had 0 control problems in the 1st and 2nd inning, but has run into a couple of issues here in the 3rd. A set. Look back at second by Tice. The 1-1. Called a strike. Fastball right down the heart of the plate. Ball and 2 strikes from Jeremy Tice. Away from second, Halverson. Howson away from first. The 1-2 pitch. Missed away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Tice takes a look in. Runner's edge again from first and second. Couple of checks of the runner at second base. And now the 2-2. Just missed low, ball 3. Three full counts in the inning. A lot of pitches being thrown here by Tice in the third after efficient firsts and seconds. And the 3-2 pitch. Hit on the ground towards third. Gloved on 2 hops by Gemmel. He'll touch his own for the only out, getting the lead runner. 2 away as Inger will reach on a fielder's choice. And with 2 outs in the inning, Keegan Schrader will come to the plate. Last chance to try to help things out for Thompson. Housen moves on to second. A set by Tyson, the pitch to Schrader. Fastball for a strike, outer half. Nothing in 1 on Keegan Schrader. A set by Tice. Schrader struck out his last time up. The 0-1 pitch. Missed away. Count will level at 1 ball, 1 strike. Schrader steps back in. Runners take their leads again. And the 1-1 pitch to Keegan Schrader up high. Count 2 balls and a strike. Runner's edge away again from first and second. 2-1 pitch from Tice. Hit in the air to right field. Shallow. Long run coming in for Grady Hurst, but Hurst will make the catch. Center fielder Grady Hurst comes up with the catch. Schrader will fly out for out number 3. Pair of base runners in the inning for Haton-Northwood, but they'll come away without a hit, and they'll come away without a run. No runs, no hits, 2 left. We played 2.5. Your score on the All-True scoreboard remains Thompson 3, Haton-Northwood nothing. This is our coverage of American Legion Baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage, Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, and KNOX Live Sports.
Hey, this is Pastor Paul. I'd like to welcome you to Hope Church, especially if you're a person that doesn't have a place where you hang out spiritually. We would love for you to come and experience hope and find God. Hope Church, 9, 10:30, and 6 p.m. on Sundays. For more information, you can check out gfhope.org.
Pick 6 for $19.99, a perfect meal for 2.
That's gotta rhyme.
Well, how about munching on pick 6, my mouth going yap, yap. People always staring at my wings, they go flap, flap. Dave is so surprised because he didn't know I'd rap. Pick 6 meal for 2 for $19.99.
H&S Electrical Services is proud to support local high school sports. From homes to industry, we deliver safe, reliable electrical solutions. Locally owned and operated, our skilled team ensures quality and service you can trust. H&S, trusted in your homes and businesses.
Well, folks, just to show you that there's always somebody willing to help out, we had a camera operator that was unable to make it today, so we asked a couple of people here to help us out. And our camera operators today, our videographers, are Reese Barker and Sophia Aceford. Did I get those names right, ladies? Yeah. I did. Okay, good. And they're handling the camera work here today in Thompson. And we thank them for their help as we get ready to go to the third inning, bottom of the third, that is. Thompson leading by a score of 3-0. Top of the order due up for Thompson. Dex Advem, Tom Schumacher, and Jeremy Tice. And they'll face Sawyer Housen, who goes into his 3rd inning of work. For Haton-Northwood, he gave up a 3-run home run to Caden Loyland back in the 1st inning and has retired 5 consecutively since. Dex Advem, a pop out his first time up. Swings and hits one in the air down the right field line. This one's in a tough spot. Right fielder Landon Veer stepping toward the line, reaching up and making the catch. Advem will fly out to right field for out number 1. Angling right down the line in a territory where it could be fair, could be foul. You never know, but a good run by Landon Veer to get over there. Wind has really died off now as well. Not a lot of breeze. We had a pretty stiff breeze blowing out to right field not that long ago, and it's darkened up around us again as well, as Tom Schumacher will step to the plate. And the first pitch to Schumacher up high for ball 1. Schumacher walked his last time up and scored on the 3-run home run by Caden Loyland back in the 1st inning. Housen takes a look in, the 1-0 pitch. Really went off speed. And the count misses. Count will level up 1 ball, 1 strike. Actually, my apologies, folks. 2 balls, no strikes on Tom Schumacher. Schumacher ready at the plate. The 2-0 pitch. Fastball misses away, ball 3. Count 3-0. It was a walk to Schumacher that got things started for Thompson back in the first inning. 3-0 pitch to him. Schumacher taking all the way, and will take one for a strike. No runs, no hits for Haton-Northwood. 3 runs on 2 hits for Thompson. No errors in the ball game either side as of yet. 3-1 to Schumacher, up high, ball 4, and he will take the second walk of his game. That'll be second walk issued by Sawyer Housen as well. And a 1-out base runner for Jeremy Tice and Thompson. Thompson leading 3-0, and now Tice has the opportunity to help his own effort. He's the pitcher of record for Thompson tonight. He stands ready. Schumacher steps away from first. And the pitch from Housen. Tice will take it for a ball. The count is a ball and no strikes. Housen will come set at the chest, looks over at first base. Schumacher goes. Pitch is swung on and hit foul back behind the plate. Count will go to a ball and a strike. Tice takes a look up the first baseline, rather third baseline, and indicates my bad to head coach Nate Solis. Coach Solis may not have wanted Tice to swing the bat in that situation. Schumacher had a good break towards second, but the foul ball ends up sending Schumacher back to first. A set by Housen. Another look towards first, the 1-1. Breaking pitch high and away. Count to 2 balls and a strike. Schumacher, decent lead at first. The 2-1 high for ball 3. Count will go to 3 balls and a strike. Housen stepped out of his set rather quickly, delivering to the plate. 3 balls and a strike. Schumacher away from first. Housen sets. 3-1. Tice takes it high for ball 4. Well, this was the position that Caden Loyland was in when he came to the plate last time. 2 aboard with 1 out. He ended up sending one over the right field fence to make it 3-0. The score that we currently have. And Loyland will step in, batting left-hand side. Housen a righty on the hill. The pitch to Loyland. He swings and hits one foul behind us. The count will go to no balls and the strike. Pretty good crowd is filtered in here tonight in the grandstand. Taking this one in. Runners from first and second. The 0-1 pitch. Schumacher goes from second base. Then the ball is mishandled by catcher Rethmeyer. And moving up behind it will be Jeremy Tice. And runners will go to second and third. Schumacher will pick up a stolen base. Tice going to advance on a pass ball. I think you'd probably have to call that. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the 1-1 pitch to Loyland. Swinging a foul. Back to the screen again. The count will go to a ball and 2 strikes. Well, a base hit here for Loyland breaks it open. Tice with good speed. He'd score from second base. A set by Housen. The 1-2 to Loyland. Here's a drive to right field, and this one is a no-doubter. Blasted to right field for a 3-run home run. A laser bolt off the bat from Caden Loyland, and it's 6-0 Thompson. The first one from Loyland went up in the air and kind of drifted. This one from Caden Loyland was absolutely scorched to right field and ends up in the evergreen trees out behind the scoreboard, making it 6-0 Thompson as Eli Gemmel will come to the plate. Even Haton-Northwood pitcher Sawyer Housen has a smile on his face and kind of enjoying, I guess, watching that one scream out of the ballpark. That one was just an absolutely destroyed baseball. And Eli Gemmel will come to the plate now for Thompson. And the pitch from Housen, a breaking pitch for a strike. So Thompson in firm control. I think now if you're Nate Solis, you want to see the bottom half of your order keep the momentum going here. The 0-1 hit foul by Gemmel back to the screen. You know what you have with Schumacher, Tice, Loyland in the order 2, 3, and 4, and they've shown it today. They've been to the plate 6 times. They're a combined 3 for 3 with 6 runs scored. 5 through 9, you're going to need some production out of that part of the order to make a deep tournament run at some point. So you'd like to see the bottom step up here. The 0-2 pitch, Loyland, or actually Gemmel, hits it foul. Count remains 0-2. So even though the score kind of shows control for Thompson right now, there's still more work to be done if you're this post-181 team. The 0-2 pitch, Gemmel takes a look at a breaking pitch, misses low, and the count is a ball and 2 strikes. One and 2 the count to Eli Gemmel. Sawyer Housen kicks and fires. 1-2 called, strike 3, got him at the knees. I think Gemmel knew it, but he waited for confirmation. And Craig Champagne, our home plate umpire, not really even emphatic about the ring up, just one of those, yep, that got you. Strike 3 called. And so Cooper Larson to the plate with 2 outs here in the Thompson third. Housen takes a look in, and the pitch. Fastball high on Larson, who struck out his first time up. 3 strikeouts on the day for Housen to go with 3 walks. The unfortunate part for Housen is all 3 of those walks have scored. The 1-0 pitch to Larson, swinging a foul back to the screen. Count now a ball, a strike on Cooper Larson. Larson ready. Housen takes a look in for a sign. Has it from catcher Dylan Rethmeyer. And out of the wind, the 1-1 in the turf. And it's 2 balls and a strike. I'll tell you what, some young men went over and retrieved the home run balls over there, but they're taking their time coming back. They ran over there, but now just kind of walking back. 2-1 pitch, misses away for ball 3. Count 3 balls and a strike. Look in by Housen. He'll deliver 3-1 to Cooper Larson. Swinging a lazy pop fly to the right. That's going to drift over towards the batting cage. And another one for the youngsters to run down as the count will be 3-2 on Cooper Larson. Three-2 count to Cooper Larson, the designated hitter for Thompson. And the 3-2 hit foul behind the plate. Now all of a sudden those youngsters out there are getting a workout chasing down fly balls, foul balls. Another 3-2 count coming up here for Cooper Larson. And the 3-2 pitch, grounded towards short. Cut off by the third baseman, Holden Halverson. He'll throw across. One hopper, but picked up by Drew Iverson for the out. Larson will ground out to third for out number 3, and Thompson is out in their half of the third inning. But they'll pick up 3 more runs, the benefit of just 1 hit, the 3-run home run by Caden Loyland, and after 3 innings, new score on the All True scoreboard. It's Thompson 6 and Haton-Northwood nothing. This is our coverage of American Legion Baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage, Grand Trailer Sales, Sports Network, and KNOX Live Sports.
Open all year round to the public, Eagles Crest offers space for holiday parties and family get-togethers. And of course, daily specials, appetizers, and all your favorites, including Sunday brunch buffets. Come in for the view and delicious meals at Eagles Crest Grill.
When the lights go out, count on the pros. Bergstrom Electric in Grand Forks, the area's largest full-service electrical contractor. From commercial builds to homes, they're trusted for quality, safety, and award-winning work. Call today, 701-775-8897.
Ready to launch your future? At Northland Community and Technical College, opportunity starts here. Train for high-demand technical and skilled trades or start with an affordable Associates of Arts degree and transfer with ease. Visit northlandcollege.edu.
We go to the top of the 4th inning, and Aiden Johnson will lead things off for Haton-Northwood. He takes a strike from Jeremy Tice. It's 3, 4, and 5 due up for Haton-Northwood. And their half of the 4th, Aiden Johnson, Axel Johnson, Alec Veer. And the 0-1 pitch to Johnson misses low for a ball. And the count will go to a ball and a strike. 6-0 Thompson on the All True scoreboard after 3 innings of play tonight. here in Thompson. A look in by Jeremy Tice. And the 1-1 pitch to Haton Johnson. Called a strike at the knees. And the count's 1-2. Jeremy Tice ran into a couple of control issues back in the third. Walked a couple of batters. Got out of it. The 1-2 pitch just missed. And the count will go to 2 balls, 2 strikes. Tice kind of changed up his delivery. Went a little sidearm or 3/4 style in that delivery. I think he thought he had the plate. It was close. The 2-2 to Johnson. Breaking pitch hammered to left field. And that'll be the first hit of the game for Haton-Northwood. So Haton Johnson with a single to left field to lead things off for Haton-Northwood in their half of the fourth. And that'll bring Axel Johnson to the plate. So Axel Johnson will step in. Haton Johnson away from first base, and here's a little fister towards second. Going to hop in front of second baseman Jacob Olsen. Quick turn to Schumacher, who is covering the bag at second, and Thompson able to get the lead runner. That's a good decision on the part of second baseman Jacob Olsen. That ball hung up, but he knew he had some time and was able to turn and make a clean throw back to second base to get the lead runner Haton Johnson for the first out of the Haton-Northwood fourth. Alec Veer will come to the plate. Takes one down. Dex Advam a good block. And the count is a ball and no strikes on Alec Veer. Veer, a strikeout victim his last time up. 1 of 4 that Jeremy Tice has sent down today for Thompson. The 1-0 pitch. Hammered to right field. That's in the hole between first and second for a base hit. Up with it quickly, Caden Loyland had some designs on coming up throwing to first base, but will hold on. And Veer with the second hit of the game and inning will put 2 aboard with 1 out for Dylan Rethmeyer. Jeremy Tice wants a new baseball. He'll get it. And Dylan Rethmeyer, who grounded out to the shortstop but hit the ball in a pretty nice spot. Rethmeyer was thrown out by Tom Schumacher, the shortstop, but that ball was well towards third. Probably deserved a hit on it, just didn't get it because of the man playing short for Thompson. And the pitch on the way to him, a swing and a miss and a ball down. The count will go to no balls and a strike. In this scenario, that spot between third and short's a little bit wider with Schumacher at double play depth for Thompson with runners aboard. Breaking pitch called for a strike on the outside corner. I think Rethmeyer thought that one was away. Count will go to no balls, 2 strikes. Tice looking for a big out with a pair of runners aboard. The 0-2 pitch. Got him. Looking, strike 3 at the knees, a fastball. And Rethmeyer is strikeout number 5 for Jeremy Tice today. Big strikeout for Tice to record. Second out of the inning recorded, and here comes Holden Halverson, the third baseman. Runner still at first and second. And the pitch to Halverson, breaking pitch for a strike. And Tice is beginning to regain some of that rhythm and some of that control that he had back in the first and second when he sent 6 men down consecutively. The 0-1 pitch. Fastball missed outside. Count a ball and a strike. Tice might have thought he had the zone on that one as well, but just missed. A set out in front of the buckle. Checking the runner at second. Tice delivers 1-1. That one grounded towards short. Schumacher's got it. Shovels to second base where Jacob Olsen is covering. That'll force Alec Veer, and that will retire the side for Haton-Northwood in the Haton-Northwood fourth. No runs on a pair of hits. They'll leave 2. Rather, they'll leave 1. My apologies. And we've played 3.5. Halfway point of the matchup. Your score up to 3.5. Thompson 3. Haton-Northwood nothing. This is our coverage of American Legion Baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage, Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, and KNOX Live Sports.
It's game day, and whether you're feeding the family or the entire team, Hugo's is the place to go. Score big with favorites from the meat department, delicious fresh veggies, and don't forget about the bakery to celebrate the big win. Hugo's Family Marketplace, your game day headquarters.
Thief River Glass handles it all. Aluminum storefronts, auto glass, windows, shower enclosures, and more. Just like our athletes, we're built for every season. No job is too big or too small. Call 218-681-1333 for year-round dependable service.
When you're looking for a change of pace, a change of routine, or a change of scenery, we'll help you find what's next. Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. For you, for life.
RBB Electric is proud to support local high school sports and the athletes who work hard every day. From the field to the classroom, dedication matters. Serving homes, businesses, and farms across the region, RBB Electric is honored to support our teams and communities.
Welcome back to our coverage of American Legion Baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network and KNOX Live Sports. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Bright sunshine breaking out again. Here in Thompson, it's been alternating clouds, rain, sun, breezes, humid. We've had just about everything thrown at us here today. Thompson leading by a score of 6-0. A pair of three-run home runs by Caden Loyland have led the way. And we'll see Mac Michelson coming to the plate for Thompson to start off the home half of the fourth. Bottom third due up again, facing Sawyer Housen, who works into his fourth inning of work today. And the pitch on the way to Michelson, a strike. Mac Michelson struck out his last time up. One of 3 strikeouts recorded by Sawyer Housen this afternoon. The 0-1 delivery. Swung on, grounded towards short. Roller picked up cleanly by Aiden Johnson. His throw across the diamond. Enough to get Mac Michelson for out number 1. Michelson gave it a good run down the first baseline, but play handled very well by Aiden Johnson. During warm-ups today, head coach Josh Nelson for Haton-Northwood spent a lot of time with the left side of his infield. A lot of ground balls hit that way to try to get them in rhythm. Jacob Olson steps to the plate. Shows bunt, withdraws, and the pitch misses low for ball 1. So a ball and no strikes for Jacob Olson, who flew out to left field his first time up. The 1-0 pitch misses inside for ball 2. 2-0 the count. And the kick by Housen delivers a fastball for a strike. The count, 2 balls, 1 strike on Sawyer Housen. Olson stands ready. And here comes the 2-1 offering. Down low for a ball. The count will go to 3 balls, no strikes. Olson's done a nice job at second base this afternoon for Thompson. Couple of solid defensive plays. The put out that he had in the last inning where had to wait for a slow roller and turn to second. 3-1 pitch up high for ball 4. Jacob Olson will reach on a free pass. That will be the 4th walk issued by Sawyer Housen this afternoon. Grady Hurst will come to the plate. You go back to that play that was made by Jacob Olson to get the lead runner, and that's a great play. Just that doesn't go into the book as a very hard play, but when you've got to make that play coming to your left to field the ball and then spin to your right and make an accurate throw as a check will chase Olson back to the bag. It's one of those plays that goes into the book as a simple put out, 4-6, but there are some things that can happen in that sequence that can turn you around. Olson handled it pretty well. Here's a line shot to deep left field over the head of Alec Veer, and this one's going to roll a while. A turn by Jacob Olson at third. He'll be waved around. Hurst will hold up at second base, and it's 7-0 Thompson. Well, that will put a big smile on head coach Nate Solis's face when the game comes to a conclusion today. You're looking for production out of the bottom of your order, and you just got it. Olson with a walk. Hurst doubles him in. And the lineup turns around as Dex Advim will come to the plate. With a 7-0 lead for Thompson here in the 4th inning. Housen a check back at second base, and a high and away off-speed pitch will bring the count to a ball and no strikes for Dex Advim. Advim a pop-out and a fly-out, both to the right side. Pop-out to the first baseman, fly-out to right field. The 1-0 to him. This is away for a ball. Brings the count to 2 balls and no strikes on Dex Advem. Thompson now leading 7-0. A set by Housen at the chest. A look back at second base. The 2-0 pitch is high for ball 3. And you start to set the table here. Thompson already up by 7 runs. Magic number obviously 10 if you're looking to shorten the game. A set by Housen. Look back at second. The 2-0. Advem takes it high and away for ball 3. Rather, ball 4. My apologies. And Dex Advem will walk to put runners on at first and second. And this is going to bring Josh Nelson out of the dugout to have a conversation with his infield. Coach Nelson probably thinking the same thing we were, which is that it's a troublesome spot in the game that you're in now if you're Sawyer Housen. 7-0, big hitters coming up here. Tom Schumacher, Jeremy Tice, multiple runners aboard. So if you're going to try to stay in the game, you have to execute in these next 2 at-bats. If you don't hit the ball in the strike zone and keep it from being wrapped around, Thompson's going to put a big number on you in a hurry. So this is a key meeting on the hill. No changes will be made here. Sawyer Housen's going to stay in the game. For Haton-Northwood, Tom Schumacher's walked a pair of times and scored a pair of times. Both times trotting home in front of Caden Loyland, who's hit 3-run home runs in both the first and third inning today. Schumacher will bat here in the 5th with 2 aboard, 1 in, 1 out. It's 7-0 in favor of Thompson on the All-True scoreboard. A look back by Sawyer Housen. And now time is called. He'll step off. Pinch runner. Who is it? R.J. Anderson. Got it. Thank you for that. R.J. Anderson running at first base for Dex Advem. That'll be a courtesy runner for the catcher, Dex Advem. So R.J. Anderson now at first. 1 ball, no strikes to Tom Schumacher. Housen checks the runner at second, the 1-0. Schumacher hammers it right at the shortstop, caught, flipped to second base, double play, line him out, throw him out, double play, and just like that, Haton-Northwood's out of trouble. Hammered shot by Tom Schumacher that turns out to be a line drive right at Aiden Johnson for out number 2, and they'll double off Grady Hurst. That'll be 6-4 for the putout on Hurst, and Thompson's out in their half of the 4th inning. They'll score a run and a hit, the double by Grady Hurst. They'll leave 1, and we've played 4. New score on the All-True scoreboard, Thompson 7, Haton-Northwood nothing. This is our coverage of Legion Baseball on the Rivards Turf and 4-H, Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, and KNOX Live Sports.
Whether it's a golf course, your lawn, a pasture on your farm, cover crop, or even a food plot to help you get that big buck, Rivards Turf and Forage of Grand Forks has developed, mixed, and packaged the premium specialized seed you need for almost every application. Go to rivards.com.
Rivals on the ice, united in the stands, and everyone's geared up from Jarrell Sports Center and Hockey World. Hockey gear, fan apparel, Nodak Pride, we've got it all and more. Locally owned, 1004 South Washington Street. Shop local, shop Jarrell's.
Grand Trailer Sales in East Grand Forks is your go-to spot for enclosed utility, flatbed, and dump trailers in the Red River Valley. They have the biggest selection on hand of trailers with great pricing. If you're looking for parts, service, or simply to buy, GrandTrailersSales.com.
The way we live and work has changed, but our service and commitment remain. We're evolving to meet your insurance needs with answers where and when you need them most. Nodak Insurance Company.
Welcome back to our coverage of American Legion Baseball. During the break, strike taken by Landon Veer, and the 0-1 pitch called for a strike as well from Jeremy Tice. And it's 0-2 to Landon Veer. We're in the 5th inning. Thompson leading by a score of 7-0 on the All-True scoreboard. And the pitch to Veer, swing and a miss for strike 3. Jeremy Tice quickly records out number 1 here in the 5th. That'll be strikeout number 6 for Jeremy Tice today. And Sawyer Housen will come to the plate. Housen walked back in the 3rd. Tice now pitching with a 7-0 lead for Thompson. And a swing and a miss. Count will go to no balls on a strike on Sawyer Housen. Pair of hits for Haton-Northwood that came in the 4th. The 0-1 offering, down low for a ball. Brings the count level, 1 ball, 1 strike. Tice shakes off a sign and delivers 1-1. That one in the dirt. And the count will go to 2 balls and a strike on Housen. Haton-Northwood's had a pair of runners in both the 3rd and 4th innings today. Pair of walks in the 3rd, pair of hits in the 4th. Kept off the scoreboard both times. The 2-1 pitch. Called a ball upstairs. And the count 3 balls and a strike on the Haton-Northwood pitcher, Sawyer Housen. The 3-1. Missed high, ball 4. And Housen has worked his 2nd walk this afternoon. Third walk issued by Jeremy Tice today. And back to the top of the order now for Haton-Northwood as Weston Inger will step in. 0 for 2 on the day. A ground out. He reached to the fielder's choice in the 3rd. He grounded out back in the 1st. And the pitch to him, breaking pitch for a strike. Looks like we've got sun now for the foreseeable future. The 0-1 pitch on the way. Curveball that misses down low for ball 1. We had alternating clouds and sun, and we may still get a little bit of cloud cover, but I think the rain is going to hold off now for the remainder of the day. Quick move over to first base that will chase Housen back. A look in by Jeremy Tice. He'll set at the buckle. And the 1-1 offering. Called a strike at the knees again. Count a ball and 2 strikes. That's been a really good pitch for Jeremy Tice today. He's been able to locate that fastball down. That's where you want to live. The 1-2 pitch. Left up. That one hit foul back behind us. There's just a little different arm delivery from Tice that will determine that ball's going to catch a little bit more of the zone upstairs or nip at those knees. The 1-2 offering, that one in the dirt, backhanded by Dex Advem behind the plate. And the count is 2 balls, 2 strikes. Inger stands ready. Housen away from first. The 2-2. Called a strike. And that is strike 3 on Weston Inger. Inger surprised by that strike. He thought that one was up. It was on the top of the zone. Strikeout number 7 for Jeremy Tice today. 2 away. And Keegan Schrader will come to the plate. Strikeout, flyout so far this afternoon for the center fielder for Haton-Northwood. Pitch to him, misses low for ball 1. A ball and no strikes on Keegan Schrader. Strikeout back in the 1st, and as we mentioned, flew out to center in the 3rd. Swings and grounds 1 to 1st, 1 hopper. Schumacher has it. Right as the 6 o'clock horn goes off here in Thompson. Schrader is a ground out to first base for out number 3. And with a walk in tow, a man is stranded. Haton-Northwood comes away scoreless in their half of the 5th inning. No runs, no hits, 1 left through 4.5. Your score, Thompson 7, Haton-Northwood nothing. This is our coverage of American Legion Baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage, Grand Trailer Sales, Sports Network, and KNOX Live Sports.
Ready to launch your future? At Northland Community and Technical College, opportunity starts here. Train for high-demand technical and skilled trades or start with an affordable Associates of Arts degree and transfer with ease. Visit northlandcollege.edu.
The Kubota BX Series, rated #1 in durability and owner experience. Talk to your Kubota dealer to schedule a demo.
For expert sales and service, visit Acme Equipment or online at acmekubota.com.
The body shop you work with is your choice, so pick the local team with the service you trust. Modern Auto Body in Grand Forks can make it look like the accident never happened. Schedule an appointment for an estimate on our website or give us a call.
Spare Husband keeps homes running smoothly with trusted repairs, remodels, and every fix in between. JK Rents sets the scene with tables and chairs for weddings, parties, and celebrations. Together, they're proud local high school sports sponsors, supporting the teams and the community they call home.
We'll go to the bottom half of the 5th inning. Thompson leading by a score of 7-0 over Haton-Northwood. They'll send up 3, 4, and 5 in their lineup. Jeremy Tice, Caden Loyland, and Eli Gemmel facing Sawyer Howson, who goes into his 5th inning of work. Howson's given up 7 runs on 4 hits. He has walked 5, and 4 of those walks have scored this afternoon, and that's where there's been a little bit of a difference in the ball game, along with Caden Loyland's 2 round trippers. Tice will step out in front, but hold the swing, and the count is a ball and no strikes on Jeremy Tice, who's 1 for 1 today. Single and a run scored back in the first. He walked and scored in the third. Also stole a base in the third. A look in by Sawyer Howson. The 1-0 to him. Here's a hammered shot, but right at center fielder Keegan Schrader. And the last 2 balls that Thompson has hit, they have blasted, but right at defenders. Out number 1 here in the 5th inning. Tom Schumacher with 2 aboard back in the 4th sent an absolute screamer to Aiden Johnson at short, but again, right at the shortstop, and it turned into a line out, throw him out double play. And now Caden Loyland, who's been trouble today for Thompson, will come to the plate. He swings at a breaking pitch. He'll 2-hop it to first base. Drew Iverson gloves it, and Caden Loyland is out number 2 in the inning. I think there was a design to pitch to Caden Loyland in that scenario, and the design was going to be to throw breaking pitches. Loyland was aggressive at it out in front of a breaking pitch and pulled it to first base. 2 away, and Eli Gemmel to the plate now for Thompson here in the 5th. And the pitch to Gemmel high for a ball. The count will go to a ball and no strikes. Gemmel 0 for 2 in the game. Pop out to the catcher, strikeout. 1-0 pitch misses low for ball 2. Two balls, no strikes on Gemmel. Howson taking a look in, the 2-0 pitch, called a strike. And the count will go to 2 balls and a strike on Eli Gemmel. Base is empty for Thompson. Here in the bottom of the 5th inning, Thompson leading by a score of 7-0. And the 2-1 pitch, swinging a foul back to the screen. Count will go to 2-2. Howson trying to work a 1-2-3 inning against a really tough part of the Thompson lineup, 3, 4, and 5. The 2-2 pitch just missed low for ball 3. Three and 2. Gemmel standing ready. And the 3-2 pitch to him, up high for ball 4. And Gemmel will be a base runner here for Thompson, the 5th inning. Walk number 6 as Cooper Larson will step to the plate for Thompson. And now the bottom half of the order going to be called upon to try to produce again. They did back in the 4th. Brought in a run on the double by Grady Hurst. Larson stands ready, 0 for 2 on the day. Runner goes, and Larson swings and hits one foul. And the count will go to a ball, rather no balls and a strike on Cooper Larson. Gemmel had a pretty good jump. And Thompson getting aggressive on the base paths as Gemmel was running on the first offering of the at-bat. Larson stands ready as Gemmel edges away from first. And Gemmel's going again. This time pitch misses high and in. Gemmel sliding into second base, and he's out at second base is the call as the cover is made by second baseman Weston Inger, who barely holds on to the ball but reaches back behind him to tag Gemmel, and Gemmel is caught stealing. 2-4 on the play for round number 3, and that will retire Thompson here in their half of the 5th inning. No runs, no hits, nobody left. We've played 5 full. Your score, Thompson 7 and Haton-Northwood nothing. This is our coverage of American Legion Baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage, Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, and KNOX Live Sports. We're back with more in a moment.
Open all year round to the public, Eagles Crest offers space for holiday parties and family get-togethers. And of course, daily specials, appetizers, and all your favorites, including Sunday brunch buffets. Come in for the view and delicious meals at Eagles Crest Grill.
RBB Electric is proud to support local high school sports and the athletes who work hard every day. From the field to the classroom, dedication matters. Serving homes, businesses, and farms across the region, RBB Electric is honored to support our teams and communities.
The body shop you work with is your choice, so pick the local team with a service you trust. Modern Auto Body in Grand Forks can make it look like the accident never happened. Schedule an appointment for an estimate on our website or give us a call.
We go to the top of the sixth. Thompson leading by a score of 7-0. Aiden Johnson coming to the plate, the number 3 man in the order for Haton-Northwood. Big spot in the lineup here for the Honey Badgers. The 0-1 pitch grounded towards short to Hopper. Schumacher waits for it, sets and throws. And out number 1 on Aiden Johnson as he is out 6-3. We say it's a big part in the order as Haton-Northwood's got to come up with something here or they may not get back to 3, 4, and 5. We're in the 6th. Game already 7-0 in favor of Thompson. And if you can't get back to this spot in the order, the comeback's simply not there, so you need to kind of rile things up here a little bit. But Johnson grounds out to short to lead off the inning. And Axel Johnson will come to the plate now for Haton-Northwood. And the pitch from Jeremy Tice, a strike in the inner half. Tice 5 1/3 in today. No runs, 2 hits. He struck out 7, walked 3. Quality start. The 0-1 pitch in the dirt. The count will level up 1 ball, 1 strike. This one counts in the section tonight. Thompson trying to rebound from that loss at the hands of Grafton last week. Pitch misses high for a ball. Count to 2 balls and a strike. Last time we were here, Grafton wins in extra innings by a score of 6-4. Strange game. Thompson led twice. The 2-1 pitch down low for a ball. And it's 3-1 on Axel Johnson. Johnson 0 for 2, reached on a fielder's choice back in the 4th. Struck out in the 2nd. 3-1 pitch. Check swing. He held up, and it's low and away for ball 4. And Axel Johnson is aboard. Walk number 4 issued by Jeremy Tice today. One out base runner for Haton-Northwood. In the visitors' half of the 6th, Alec Veer. A single his last time up. He's 1 for 2. Is at the plate for Haton-Northwood. Pitch to him high for ball 1. Ty still delivering with some pretty good velocity here. He hasn't seemed to have lost a lot through 5 1/3 innings of work. The 1-0 pitch, that one's in the dirt, and it gets away from Dex Advent. Moving on will be Axel Johnson on a wild pitch. So Johnson moves to second. And the count 2-0 now from Jeremy Tice, who's taking a little bit of time before regaining the slab here, trying to reset himself. Veer ready, the 2-0 to him. Boy, fastball missed just low for ball 3. Tice, a long look in. That looked like a pretty good pitch. And missed low. 3 balls, no strikes. So Tice left to find his way all the way back. And the 3-0 to Veer. Called a strike at the belt. Count 3-1 now on Alec Veer. Set by Tice. The 3-1, high and away, ball 4. Second straight walk issued by Tice. That'll be the 5th of the game. Up on his feet, Nate Solis, the head coach of Thompson, as we see Dex Advent, the catcher, walk the baseball back out to the bump and have a word with his hurler. Taking a look towards the Thompson dugout, and Coach Solis back in the corner, maybe taking a look at the lineup card, trying to determine how he wants to go about things if he'd have to take Tice out of the game. In the meantime, runners on first and second is Dylan Rethmeyer will come to the plate. Rethmeyer takes a pitch for a strike. Rethmeyer 0 for 2, robbed of a hit. Sent one between short and third back in the 2nd inning. Just a great backhand play by Tom Schumacher. Subsequent throw off his back foot. Here Rethmeyer swings and misses. Late on a fastball. Come on, Dilly. Let's go. And the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Tice has his sign. And the 0-2 pitch. Called strike 3 at the knees. Refmeyer down for the second straight time. 8 strikeouts for Jeremy Tice, and I would have guessed that one was down low. So I've seen a couple the other way here. 2 away. Runner still on first and second. Holden Halverson to the plate. And the pitch to him. Fastball for a strike at the belt. Count 0-1. Halverson walked, ended an inning on the fielder's choice. He's 0 for 1 rather. The 0-1 from Tice. Breaking pitch misses low and away for ball 1. Away from second, Axel Johnson. Veer from first for Haton-Northwood. A look back at second base. The 1-1 pitch. Hammered to center field. This one's over the head of Grady Hurst and is going to go all the way to the wall and score 2. Axel Johnson will score easily. Alec Veer will score without a play. It's a 2 RBI double for Holden Halverson to straightaway center field. And Haton-Northwood's on the board. It's now a 7-2 matchup. And now Tom Schumacher talking things over with pitcher Jeremy Tice. They were both talking things over with an umpire, and I think Schumacher wants to make an appeal at second base as to whether or not a runner missed. I don't believe an appeal is coming, but it looked like that's what they were talking about. Tice will set and look back, and Landon Veer to the plate. Misses low for ball 1. So 2 into the inning. Haton-Northwood cuts the lead to 7-2. A look back by Tice, the 1-0 pitch. That one misses low and away for a ball. And the count 2 balls, no strikes. It was a peculiar conversation that was going on that involved shortstop, pitcher, and an umpire. 2-0 pitch, swing and a miss. The count will go to 2-1. And at the end of that conversation, the shortstop, Tom Schumacher, kind of had his hands out as if to ask if something was wanted, but I think the umpire might have said you're not going to get it anyway. 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Count will go to 2-2. But if I had to guess about how that exchange went, it almost looked like Tom Schumacher felt one of the runners missed second base. I look back at second base, and the 2-2 from Tice. Called strike 3 at the knees. Landon Veer is down on strikes for the 3rd time in the game. 9 strikeouts for Jeremy Tice, but Thompson's on the board. They'll score 2 runs on the benefit of the hit. It was the double by Holden Halverson. They leave 1. We played 5.5. New score on the Ultra scoreboard. Thompson 7 and Haton-Northwood 2. This is our coverage of American Legion Baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage, Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, and KNOX Live Sports.
Signature Graphics in East Grand Forks is your one-stop shop for all your branding and design needs. From embroidery, vinyl wrapping, laser print, and more, fully customized from start to finish, all in-house. Signature Graphics. We craft your vision. You watch it come to life.
When you're in pain, you need more than just a doctor. You need a problem solver. Count on All True Orthopedics and Sports Medicine and get back to what moves you.
It's hard to explain what this feels like. We could try to put it into words, but nothing compares to experiencing it for yourself. You just have to get in the seat.
Visit True North Equipment at any of our 10 locations or at www.truenorthequipment.com.
Well, we may have figured out what the conversation was during the previous half inning. Nate Solis, the head coach of Thompson, talking with both umpires during the changeover here, and it looked as though they felt like after the double by Holden Halverson jumped off the bag, and the defense for Thompson held the tag. Now, I didn't see that as I was taking a look towards the scorebook to make sure we recorded the runs on the 2 that came in, but Coach Solis suggested to the umpires that they both saw him hold the tag and that a player was not on the base, but the call does not go their way. So we go to the bottom of the 6th, and we'll see Cooper Larson lead things off for Thompson. Thompson leading by a score of 7-2 here on the Ultra scoreboard. Bottom of the 6th inning. Larson 0 for 2, strikeout, ground out. The 1-0 lifted in the air to left field towards the line. Long run over for Alec Veer. Just in fair territory, reaches up and makes the catch. And Larson will fly out to left field for out number 1. Looking ahead, Haton-Northwood does the job they needed to do. Number 4 in the order reaches. Number 5 in the order reaches. They both score in the 6th, though. They'll be at number 9, 1, and 2. They'll get to turn the lineup over in the 7th. Mac Michelson at the plate for Thompson. Takes one low for a ball. And the count is a ball and no strikes. Michelson 0 for 2 today. Strikeout in the 2nd. Ground out to short in the 4th. He sends one deep to left field towards the corner. That one twisting, and that one is foul. And that is a baseball that is out of reach. Up on top of the school. Ball and strike. This one of the more unique baseball fields that you're going to find, particularly when it comes to its ground rules in playing the game here. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch to Michelson, misses low for a ball. Foul territory includes the school. Fair territory includes the school. One of the walls is the school. The 2-1 pitch. Swing and a hit, foul back to the screen. There is a wall in center field, but it's actually just in front of the new addition that came in with the new gym/performance area. There's a yellow line up on the light pole in left field that indicates a ball that's hit for a home run. If it's above it, as Michelson swings and misses at high heat for strike 3, and that's out number 2. There's a concrete slab in front of doors back in the left center field gap. If it's up there, it's a stand-up double. On top of the school is a home run. The fence adjusts levels towards right field to make it a little deeper. And they keep the turtle foul territory in the right field corner. As a pitch to Jacob Olson, it's hit high, or actually misses high for ball 1. That's strikeout number 4 now for Sawyer Housen. 2 away. And a pitch misses high for ball 2. That Jacob Olson count goes to 2 balls, no strikes. One of the more entertaining lines I heard was from the Park River baseball team when they were here for a tournament, and a ball hit up on top of the school was for a home run. As a 2-1 pitch misses high to Jacob Olson. One of the players for Park River asked who built a school on top of the baseball field, and that's not really the way that process went. They built the school first, the baseball field came later. 3-0 pitch, called a strike on the inside corner. Count 3-1. Obviously doubles as the football field. You can see the bases for the goalpost still up. They take the goalpost themselves down. 3-1 pitch, hammered towards left. That one's going to drop on the line for a base hit for Jacob Olson. Jacob Olson's reached his last 2 times at the plate, a walk and a single. He's now 1 for 2 on the day. And a 2-out base runner will bring Grady Hurst to the plate, who doubled in a run in his last at-bat back in the 4th inning. Hurst doubled in Jacob Olson. 2 outs in the inning. Olson away from first base. The pitch from Housen swung on, hit foul. That will get out of play. Back behind the grandstand. And the count, no balls and a strike. 7-2 lead for Thompson on the Ultra scoreboard. A set by Housen. The 0-1 pitch misses away. Count will level up 1 ball, 1 strike. Post-game report, we'll have our Player of the Game award. Our finest auto trim, finest cover of the game as well. So stay tuned for our post-game awards. We'll go to those right after the game wraps up today. The 1-1 pitch. Hit on the ground towards third. Backhanded on 2 hops by Holden Halverson. His throw across the diamond gets away from first baseman Drew Iverson. And everybody will be safe. Going to be a throwing error charged to the third baseman Holden Halverson. However, that throw probably good enough to be reeled in by first baseman Drew Iverson, and Iverson just couldn't quite come up with it. We'll see a pinch runner now for Thompson, as Jacob Olson will be run for in this scenario. I'm going to check. Is that R.J. Anderson that's running again out at second base, number 12? All right. So Anderson will pinch run here. He's been the courtesy runner, but he will now enter the game. He was the courtesy runner for Dex Advim, but he will now enter the game officially as a pinch runner. And a breaking pitch misses high and away to Dex Advem for a ball and no strikes. So that'll put Anderson at second and Hurst at first. Lots of speed on the base paths again here for Thompson. A set by Housen. The 1-0 to Advem. Swing and a miss. One ball and a strike to Dex Advem. 0 for 2 with a walk today. He walked back in the fourth. Runners from first and second. The 1-1 takes that for a strike. Count now a ball and 2 strikes on Dex Advem. Runners again from first and second. The 1-2. Advem takes a look at a breaking pitch, misses away. Flag now just hanging in center field. No breeze to speak of at this point. Calm, sunny. Turns into a really nice night. A bit muggy, but otherwise nice. 2-2 to Advem. He ropes one towards right field. That'll get through for a base hit. They're going to wave around Olsen. Ball mishandled a bit in right field by Landon Veer. The run will score. Would have likely scored anyway. Advem has his first hit of the game. And Thompson takes the lead back to 6 by a score of 8-2. And there will be a new courtesy runner that comes into the game. This will be number 2. Krogstad? All right. So Krogstad is the new courtesy runner. The earlier courtesy runner was R.J. Anderson. They cannot use him as a courtesy runner again, as he's now entered the game officially as a pitch runner. And he just scored. And Tom Schumacher to the plate. Takes a breaking pitch on the outside corner for a strike. Schumacher hit the ball in a rope his last time up, but it was right at Aiden Johnson. The shortstop turned into a line him out, throw him out double play. Schumacher 0 for 1, a pair of walks. He scored twice. The 0-1 hit in the air foul back behind the plate. And it's now 0-2 on Tom Schumacher for Thompson. That hit for Dex Advem, the 6th hit of the game for Thompson. They brought in 8 runs today, taking advantage of a couple of 3-run home runs by Caden Loyland. The 0-2, high in the air in the infield, middle infield. Aiden Johnson, the shortstop, calling for him. He'll step behind the mound and make the catch. Schumacher will pop out to the shortstop for out number 3, and Thompson is retired in their half of the 6th inning. They'll pick up a run and a pair of hits. There was an error. Thompson will leave 2. We played 6 full, and Thompson pitches for the win, leading by a score of 8-2 on your all-true scoreboard as we head to the 7th. This is our coverage of high school and Legion baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network and KNOX Live Sports.
Spray Advantage of Grand Forks carries everything you need for the chemical and fertilizer application on your farm. Pumps, tips, and tanks from 3 gallons all the way up to 10,000 gallons on hand. They can help with parts and accessories for the fertilizer and tillage equipment on your farm too. SprayAdvantage.com.
Apex Apparel is your quick turnaround apparel and promotional item shop in Grand Forks. If you're looking for direct-to-garment printing, embroidery work, or a huge selection of promotional items, come to Apex Apparel, your locally owned, family-run, quick turnaround apparel shop in Grand Forks.
The Ski and Bike Shop in Grand Forks. Gear up for ski season or hit the trails on a fat tire bike. At the Ski and Bike Shop, we offer top brands, ski and snowboard service, and everything you need for cold weather fun. The Ski and Bike Shop in Grand Forks, where your next adventure begins.
Well, we'll see some defensive changes as Thompson will go to their bullpen. Eli Gemmel will come into the matchup. We saw Eli Gemmel pitch against Grafton when we were here last week. He'll come in relief, trying to nail this one down for post 181. And the changes, Jeremy Tice, the starting pitcher, will go to center field. That'll move Grady Hurst to third, where Eli Gemmel came from. So Gemmel from third to pitch, Tice from pitch to center, and Hurst from center to third, and that'll complete the defensive changes for Thompson as we go to the 7th. Thompson looking for a victory, leading by a score of 8-2. Sawyer Housen, a pair of walks, will lead things off in the number 9 spot for Haton-Northwood. Thompson trying to grab a win inside the section here tonight. Game 2 coming up, I believe, is a 5-inning follow-up affair. I don't believe that Game 2 is a counter tonight. And the pitch on the way will miss low for a ball. We'll have game one for you. Post-game report coming up. Brought to you by Spring Advantage. Everything you need for spraying and application on your farm. The 0-1 pitch on the way to Howson. Called a strike. Count goes to 0-2. Spring Advantage. Tips, tanks, nozzles, pumps, grain carts, seed tenders. 2 locations, Grand Forks and St. Thomas. Spray Advantage, make them a part of your agricultural game plan, now and for years to come. The 0-2 is grounded towards second base. Jacob Olson up with it. He'll throw to first base for the out. And Howson is out number 1, 4-3 on the play. And our post-game report brought to you by the Ski and Bike Shop. Ski and Bike Shop is where your next adventure awaits. Trek bicycles, the best in the industry, and they've got great service on those at the Ski and Bike Shop. Skis for the winter or summer. It's time to get out on the water. They can fit you with new boots, new skis at the Ski and Bike Shop. Beautiful location now on South Washington and Grand Forks. Brand new building, clean, great atmosphere, great staff at the Ski and Bike Shop. You're going to like what you find there. Weston Inger takes one in the dirt for ball 1. And the count is a ball with no strikes. And our post-game report will be brought to you tonight by Spring Advantage and the Ski and Bike Shop. The 1-0 pitch up high. 2 balls, no strikes on Weston Inger. Inger, a strikeout victim in the 5th, grounded out in the 1st, reached on a fielder's choice in the 3rd. He's 0 for 3 tonight. The 2-0 from Gemmel. Fastball for a strike. The count 2-1. Inger has his sign. The 2-1 pitch in the dirt, ball 3. Count goes to 3-1. And the 3-1 pitch. Called a strike in the inside corner. And it's now full. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Weston Inger. If you're Gemmel, this is a big at-bat. You lose Inger and you start bringing up 2, 3, and 4 in the order with a runner on. 3-2 pitch, got him looking, strike 3. Eli Gemmel picks up a big strikeout to get the second out in the lineup. Here in the 7th inning. That's the 10th strikeout by Thompson pitching today. Jeremy Tice struck out 9, walked 5, gave up 2 runs that were both earned in 6 innings of work, surrendered 4 hits. And with 2 outs, a grounder foul past first base by Keegan Schrader. So again, the line on Tice, 6 innings of work, 2 runs, 4 hits. Both runs earned, struck out 9, walked 5. The 0-1 is high. And the count will level up at 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1 the count. Pitch misses away. Count goes to 2 balls and a strike. And I'm missing something in my book tonight. I had Tice for surrendering just 3 hits, not 4. It is 3? Okay. 2-1 pitch, lifted in the air, foul. And the count will go to 2-2. Sorry, guys. Not trying to call you out or anything like that. I'm just I'm looking for the 4th hit. I thought you were the guys that were on at that point. So my bad on that one. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Schrader 0 for 3 tonight. Gemmel, the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, got him on strikes. Eli Gemmel comes in, strikes out a pair. And that will retire Haton-Northwood and the side tonight. And Thompson will grab the victory by a final score of 8-2 this evening for Haton-Northwood in the 7th inning. Nothing across. And again, your final score will be Thompson 8 and Haton-Northwood 2. Let's take a look at your post-game totals that we have for you tonight. First of all, for Haton-Northwood, it'll be 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors. Rather, 1 error and 5 left on base. And the loss will be taken tonight by Sawyer Howson. Howson will go 6 innings of work tonight. Howson will end up giving up 7 runs. All will be earned on 6 hits. Howson struck out 4, walked 6 this evening. And for Thompson, 8 runs on 6 hits, no errors. They'll leave 3. And the win will go to Jeremy Tice, who worked 6 innings tonight. Tice will give up 2 runs, both earned, on 3 hits. He struck out 9 and walked 5 this evening. The win to Jeremy Tice, the loss to Sawyer Howson. 8 runs, 6 hits, no errors, 3 left for Thompson. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, 5 left for Haton-Northwood. And your final score tonight here in Thompson is Haton-Northwood 8, Thompson 8 and Haton-Northwood 2. The game played in an hour and 35 minutes. Began at 4:55, ended at 6:30 Central Time here in Thompson, North Dakota. Our Player of the Game award and also our Finest Auto Trim Finest cover as we bring you our post-game report brought to you by Spring Advantage, everything you need for spraying and application on your farm, and the Ski and Bike Shop where your next adventure awaits. Our Player of the Game award tonight is brought to you by our friends at PS Garage Doors, where the PS stands for Perfect Service. PS Garage Doors can service any make and model of garage door. And if it's time for a new garage door, the PS stands for Painless Shopping. They can show you plenty of makes and models in their warehouse, do the installation, and even widen the door frames for those of you in agriculture if some of your implements have become a little wider than the door frames. Well, there's absolutely no doubt who the PS Garage Doors Player of the Game will be tonight. It's Caden Loyland for Thompson. He ends up 2 for 3. With 2 3-run home runs tonight. He scores twice and drives in 6 runs this evening on 2 3-run home runs for Caden Loyland. Caden Loyland will be our PS Garage Doors Player of the Game award winner. Our Finest Auto Trim Finest cover of the game is brought to you by Finest Auto Trim, with their motto is big or small, they cover it all at Finest Auto Trim. Finest Auto Trim can cover anything when it comes down to trying to protect it from the great outdoors or recover those seats that you have in vehicles so you can get better support, better look, better feel out of what it is that you're driving. Those of you in agriculture, you spend a lot of time in your implements. Take those into Finest Auto Trim before it's time to go harvest this wonderful looking crop. When you spend time in those tractor seats, why don't you make sure you're getting the right support from those? And if you've got a hot rod or something for the summer projects out there, Finest Auto Trim can recover those. Those of you that need new boat seats covered or a custom cover for your boat or pontoon that you store outside, Finest Auto Trim can produce those custom covers to protect them from all the elements. The Finest Auto Trim Finest Cover of the Game award winner tonight is going to go to the shortstop for Haton-Northwood, Aiden Johnson, who caught that absolute screamer off of Tom Schumacher's bat in the 5th and turned it into a line him out, throw him out double play. That Finest Auto Trim Finest Cover of the Game, that's a double play that's hard to turn. And shortstop Aiden Johnson will win that award for Haton-Northwood tonight. That'll do it for our coverage of American Legion Baseball. We'll see you again coming up a week from today, and we'll be at Kraft Field to bring you our opener of Royals baseball coverage for Grand Forks coming up this season. And our final score in this one tonight is Thompson 8 and Haton-Northwood 2. This has been our coverage of Legion Baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage, Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, and KNOX Live Sports. We'll see you again next time.